Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis. This channel is recommended for adult fans of LEGO and teen fans of LEGO. If you are younger than the age of 13, you're welcome to watch, but first, get your parents' permission. Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis again. Today we're taking a look at LEGO's Star Wars set number 75271. This is Luke Skywalker's Landspeeder. This set consists of 236 pieces, including 3 minifigures. There's a little terrain build as well, which is kind of nice. This is very similar to other Landspeeders we've gotten recently, but I decided to go ahead and pick this up anyway because I'm a fan of the craft. Let's go ahead and break it open, build it up, and see what we think. So here we have it, all built up. This is set number 75271, Luke Skywalker's Landspeeder. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at each component one by one. This is the Jawa for the set. It's a pretty standard Jawa. We've seen this figure before. He's got the kind of megaphone blaster with a blue stud on the end. Some nice print detail on the front and back of the torso. The head is just plain black with those yellow eyes and the hood piece. Not a bad figure. It's got the short adolescent non-movable legs. Not all Jawas in the movies are the same height, so I would like at some point in the future for LEGO to introduce some slightly taller Jawas, maybe with the medium movable legs that were released for the Harry Potter series. I think that would be a cool thing to add some variety besides just a different print torso for some of these figures. But I like the Jawa, and it's good to have another one in the collection. And C-3PO is also included in this set. Nothing terribly special about this one. We've seen this figure before. It's well done, but if you already have one, there's no need to grab this set just to get this guy. I like the print. It goes all the way down to the legs. And good sculpt on the head. Overall a good figure, but again, nothing we haven't seen before. And this is the real reason that I actually bought this set. It's specifically for this Luke figure, and more specifically for that poncho piece that is included. This Luke is not really any different from the other Lukes that we've gotten recently. The print on the torso is the same. So as you can see, without the poncho, he is just the same Luke we've gotten in the past. So nothing terribly special here. But overall, I mean, the print is good, so you can certainly take the poncho off, and the figure is perfectly appropriate. But that poncho piece just makes him a little bit unique. It's kind of that soft cloth type material, and it just drapes over his neck there, and it works really well. And this is the little side build. This is a kind of a cave or a rock outcropping. This is where the Jawas are hiding before they find R2-D2 to take him onto the sandcrawler. It's a nice little side build. It's good to have, I suppose. It wasn't necessary, but it's kind of cool. There's a little clip here, as you can see, to hold the Jawa's blaster. We have a little bit of the flower stem element, this time done in the, I guess that's dark nougat or a light reddish brown, but it works. And pretty plain, not a whole lot to it, but it's nice to have just a little bit of terrain to go with this set. And it works pretty well for its intended purpose, just to hold the Jawa. This, of course, is the Landspeeder itself. This is similar to the Landspeeders we've received in the past, but it has some unique elements that differentiate it. First and foremost, around the front, this detail here is stickers. The past few that I've had of the Landspeeder, they have those flexible tubing pieces in here to represent this detail, whereas this time they've just given us stickers. This is probably a more realistic look, even though I'm not a fan of stickers. It's not as interesting, only because you don't build this, it's sticker detail, but it probably looks better overall. The detail up on top is similar to what we received in the past. The cockpit is similar as well. We have a sticker console here, a steering wheel, some sort of like maybe a gear shift or something down there, 2 seats, and then we have this hidden compartment underneath where we can hide some accessories. In this case, we have a pair of macro binoculars down there, and that just snaps right back in place. The engine detail on this side is quite a bit different from what we've received in the past. As you can see, we've got some of the outer parts taken off, so part of the engine detail is exposed. There's some sticker detail here as well. Around the back, we have the rear foil, or rear engine mat rather, that moves, pulls down, and that just makes it easier to get to that compartment. But that's also a little bit different build technique than we've had in the past. We have some more sticker detail back here and on the engine in the middle and the one on the other side. Another kind of unique aspect, there's a clip here for a long rifle for Luke, and that's one of the long blasters along with a black lightsaber hilt to give it some additional length. On the bottom we have some of these inverted round tiles just to allow this thing to kind of glide over maybe a carpeted area. Overall, it's not too bad. I don't know that I like it as well as the last few, actually. The main reason I got this set was for the Luke figure, because I really like that poncho. I didn't necessarily need another Landspeeder. I have a couple of these already. The Landspeeders that we've gotten in the past, recent past, there was one in, I think, 2017. And then the 2014 version of the Mos Eisley Cantina, which was, I think, a pretty good version of the Landspeeder. And of course that set also came with the canteen itself and a dewback, and it was a much bigger set. But the original Landspeeder that I got back in 1999, something like that, was a mere $6 and consisted of only a handful of pieces by comparison, but that build is obviously not quite as detailed, but it still has a lot of charm, in my opinion. This one is pretty good. The figure selection is a little bit weak, maybe. It's always nice to have another Jawa, but I don't know. I guess this is before they run into Ben Kenobi and find R2-D2, so that, I guess, kind of makes sense why it's just Luke and C-3PO. Although the last several versions of this set have included Ben Kenobi and an R2-D2, so I guess maybe that's why I'm a little underwhelmed by the figure selection, but it makes sense if this is earlier in the movie before they come across those other characters. But anyway, this isn't bad, not a bad build, and I'm happy to have it as part of the collection. So this set retails for $30 here in the US. For 236 pieces, the price to part ratio isn't fantastic, but this is a licensed theme, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive anyway. The build is pretty decent, and it's different enough from previous versions that it offers something a little bit unique. And the figure selection, while not expansive, isn't bad, and I really do like the poncho on Luke. It's a silly little cloth piece. Other than that, it's not any different from other Luke figures that we've gotten recently, but I think that's a nice addition. I also like the little side build back here with the cave for the Jawa, and it's always nice to have another Jawa. C-3PO is the same as we've seen recently. Overall, not a bad set. If you already have a Landspeeder and you're not super excited about the cape like I was, or the poncho, then you might skip this one. But if you don't have a Landspeeder, this isn't a bad set to pick up. $30 here in the US. You can check your local stores or pick it up online. Alright, this has been Christian with BrickLifeCrisis. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force be with you. Bye for now.